The part that made my stomach drop was not that she made the same video.
Okay, then what was it?
She used the same wrong order. Shelf, notes, voice, exit. That exact order.
Where had you posted that?
That is the thing. I had not posted it. I had only rearranged my Instagram highlights for 13 minutes.
13 minutes is weirdly specific.
Because I screenshotted it. I was testing a series. I make these tiny book videos, messy, fictional friend groups, unreliable narrators, that kind of thing. Not huge, just enough people that every idea feels fragile.
And Brooke is the bigger creator?
Yeah, Brooke has the clean studio lights, the perfect shelves, the newsletter, all of it. And she never likes my posts. Which is fine, nobody owes me likes. But she has this habit of landing near my ideas right after I test something.
Near your ideas can still be coincidence.
I know. That is why I kept talking myself out of it. Book creators repeat formats all the time. We all say the same 5 things about morally gray characters and bad exes in Chapter 7.
So, walk me through the first clue.
Monday night, 9/11. I changed my highlights order. Shelf first, then notes, then voice, then exit. It looked awful, like no normal person would choose that order. I was half asleep and moving things around while eating cereal from a mug.
That is a strong visual.
At 9:24, I changed it back. No story, no post, no reel. I did not text anyone about it. The only place it existed was my profile.
And the next morning?
Brooke posts a teaser. New miniseries. Shelf, notes, voice, exit. Same order. Same weird order. And I just sat there with my coffee getting cold.
Could she have had the same idea already?
Sure, that is the annoying part. If I told the internet, they would split into 2 camps. Half would say she stole it, half would say I was jealous. Both would be too loud.
So you did not post about it?
No. I did a second test, which I now understand was maybe a little petty, but also very clarifying.
What did you change?
Only the first highlight cover. I changed shelf to receipts. 7 minutes. That was it. It was ugly, too. Bright orange cover, tiny white text. I changed it back before anyone reacted.
And Brooke?
Her follow-up video opened with, receipts first. Same morning, same rhythm, same little wink like she had planned it for weeks.
That is the point where my eyebrows go up.
Mine left my face, but I still had this problem. I could prove my own timestamps. I could prove what I changed. I could prove public engagement was dead. No likes from her, no comments, no story replies, nothing obvious.
But you could not prove who looked at the profile.
Exactly. And I did not want to become one of those people who treats a hunch like a court case. I was angry, but I was also embarrassed that I cared that much.
That embarrassment is real. People act like creators are supposed to be above it, but the profile is the shop window. If someone keeps walking by it at odd times, you notice.
Right. I kept checking the wrong thing, though. I was staring at story viewers even though the clue was never in a story.
That is where Synapse AI made sense.
Yeah, and I want to say this carefully because I hate the creepy version of this conversation. Synapse AI did not tell me, Brooke viewed your profile. It does not work like that, and if a tool promises exact viewer identity, I do not trust it.
The useful part is pattern reading.
Exactly. It helped me look at profile visit signals, repeat activity windows, and story-to-profile jumps around the exact times I changed the highlights. Not a name, a pattern.
What did the pattern show?
On normal nights, if I changed nothing, my profile activity was boring. A few visits after posting, a few after comments, normal. But both test windows were different. Profile activity moved right after the highlight changes, even with no post and no story pushing people there.
So the spike followed the profile edit, not the public content.
Yes, and then the next public Brooke video echoed the thing I had tested. Again, not proof of a person, but enough that I stopped calling myself dramatic.
What did you do with this?
The boring, healthy thing. I stopped testing ideas on my public profile. I moved my launch planning into a private doc. I posted my series when it was ready, with timestamps saved, and I stopped feeding the loop.
Did you confront her?
No. And I know that is less satisfying than a dramatic DM screenshot, but honestly, it felt better. I did not need to win a comment section trial. I needed to protect my work and my nervous system.
That is probably the most useful takeaway here. One clue can make you spiral. Repeated timing can help you make a calmer decision.
And if you are trying to understand your own Instagram signals, do it safely. Do not chase exact names. Do not turn one view into a story. Look at repeat behavior, timing, and context.
If you want to learn more, search Google for Synapse AI Instagram. Daniel's link is in the description too.
The point is not to panic. It is to stop guessing from the wrong clues.